call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He wants to go deep. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Got it set up on the outside. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Flips it out on the screen. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now improvising. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive, got to need better.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wants to change this route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the air, it's Henderson. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun, the inside give. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. He lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Release to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knapp. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Motion from the back. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's
on the nasty move, and now he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Maddox. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the...
There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make bold plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. The give to the tailback. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Huskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up David, the offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. And the Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more play to pad the stats. Running behind that left side. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it.